Hello. Today I'm here to talk to you about the Zoom F1 field recorder, and I'm recording this right now on a Canon EOS M50 using a 50mm f1.8 STM lens. One of the most important things for video is your audio quality. I'm recording this outside so that you get an idea of the sound quality that you would get outside. There's a bit of noise from an airplane that's flying by. Some birds might be making some noise outside. You might hear some crickets. It's relatively quiet right now. There's a little bit of traffic noise, not much. As you can see, a bird just made some noise. So when you record outside, you don't have much control over the external sounds that might appear in your video. So because I'm recording this with a 50mm f1.8 lens, the camera itself is situated fairly far away from me. It's probably about 6 feet away from me, maybe 7 feet away from me or so. This lavalier microphone, however, is very close by to my mouth. So the sound doesn't have to travel as far and be as loud in order to reach the lavalier microphone. So as a result, I'm able to get some good sound quality. The other thing is that external sounds that are not from me actually have to travel a fair bit of distance to get to the lavalier microphone. So they should be muted in volume. So I'm recording this on both the Zoom F1 field recorder and the built-in microphone of the Canon M50. The gain settings on the M50 are set to auto right now. Again, the camera is about 5 feet away from me, and I'm speaking in a normal voice. I'm not yelling or anything like that. So the sound quality that will come from the built-in microphones probably won't be that great. But I'm recording it in both instances for two reasons. One is an audio demonstration. We'll increase the gain levels to try to, in post, on the external field recorder to try to make up for the fact that it will be a muted sound. However, the other reason is to obtain synchronization. So prior to you watching this video, I actually clapped my hands, which created a loud striking sound. And that striking sound is recorded both into the lavalier microphone and also the built-in microphone of the Canon EOS M50. In post, I synchronize the sound from the built-in microphone of the EOS M50 with the high-quality audio recording of the Zoom F1, and then I lower the volume on the EOS M50 down to 0, leaving me just with the high-quality audio from the Zoom F1. It's a fairly simple process and works quite well. So let's talk a little bit about the Zoom F1 and what features it has. It has a nice display with a level meter and a red LED button which displays when you're actually recording. I'm recording this now on the Zoom F1 at 48 kilobits per second with 24-bit samples. It's a much higher quality audio than the EOS M50 is recording. Here's some sound samples from the EOS M50's built-in microphone. And here are some sound samples from the Zoom F1. As you can see, there's a difference in sound quality immediately. It's apparent. Let's look at some features of the Zoom F1. It's got a nice display. It's got a built-in level meter. You want to adjust the level meter to be about around minus 12 dB or so, and that will take care of most peaking and variations in sound levels. The Zoom F1 has a built-in low-cut filter. So right now the low-cut is off. Here's what it sounds like with low-cut on. Right now we have the low-cut on at 80 Hertz. Here's a low-cut on at 120 Hertz. And here's low cut on at 160 hertz. And we're now back to the low cut filter being off. There's a built-in limiter, and the limiter is off right now. You have access to these main features that are directly from the front panel. There's a power switch here, along with a lockout hold button, so you can lock all the settings during a shoot. All the data is recorded to a micro SD card, and there is, in addition to the microphone input port here, there's also a headphone jack, so you can monitor the audio. There's a volume control for the headphone jack. There's a micro USB port here, which you can use to download the audio directly into your computer and synchronize later. The Zoom F1 takes 2 AAA batteries, and it also includes expansion capabilities. This is a Zoom module input, and you can connect all the Zoom modules, including a shotgun microphone, directly to this port. I'm using the external, of course I'm using the lavalier microphone right now. So that's it. If you find these videos interesting, click the like button, share it with your friends, subscribe, and turn on notifications.